championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football. Again, Jesse Palmer with me.
What's up, Facebook? I'm going to be running 3 live games today because I'm not a very good adult at scheduling my games. So shout out to Scabadot. Let's get it.
Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play.
This guy.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Pressing random buttons. What the hell? Rambling around. Lock in.
Running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss for him. That is a statement play.
Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific
Wrap him up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work on the field for the first down.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes,
Trying to
stop. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. He gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Drive him into
That's
the
why
ground.
offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
What the?
And so on their opening drop, will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball.
And he's running in the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Jet sweep to the receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals
This is it.
So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
Got it back on second and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
This running back was not going to be
And
denied.
whoop,
Nice
then
blocking
whoop,
up front
and
to
then
create a
whoop.
hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
I miss Chris Berman.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think that was his name. Something
And with the
Berman.
extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with a score from the 4. He'll call for the fair catch here.
I am 1-3 because I have not played my game.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Calls his own number. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Ooh, this gonna hurt. Won't do that no more.
He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Dialing up a second down pass play.
Why'd you leave that area? You were just
He
over
knew
there.
exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Marshall fans out there? No.
Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by
It
the
was
defense.
there.
Short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 49.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances. Third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back.
Move out the way, too. Kind of blocking.
Really easy on the defense.
Touchdown, UConn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start
create like a bold freaking kickoff, kick return formation.
Make people miss and find the end zone.
And the extra 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the final 34
Let's
yards
see what happens.
behind that touchdown pass. After that, Lane's answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Why not? Let's see
And
what
he's
we got
coming
here.
out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Had a hole
First down here from the
hole
offense.
closed up. And we're off.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Everybody relax.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Farrell. At the 35, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get
You did nothing pulling your
speed all
freaking
over the place. They hit
scholarship.
him so
You did
quickly,
nothing.
And because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Run straight.
Bowls his way forward.
This whole line's not blocking for nothing.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion.
Yeah.
Jet sweep pass.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and score.
Touchdown, thundering herd. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UCONN going back to work on offense.
What do we
That
got
last
here?
touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. They'll mark him down at the 37.
Yeah, me.
It's a 10-yard gain.
I'm sure you're going to drop that bad boy off in that corner.
Unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Ugh, goodness, he's running past everybody.
Ball and be physical, especially on
quick release on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job.
Hit them harder.
He's reading the
Hit
coverage.
them
He's getting
harder.
an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got
That's
a first
crazy.
down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want. I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The give out of the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I don't know, man.
Let's see.
I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled. I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
He's got it on the right. Obliterates him, still on the move.
Dang, RPOs.
Husky. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Duke. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Back to the ground game on the left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of
Game
gains,
with 2 running backs with freaking
wear the defense
300
down,
yards
get first
rushing.
downs, and ultimately get some points.
They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. And he shows you his speed as he was able.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And
What?
this is dropped. Incomplete.
Oh my
He had a
God.
his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Marshall will be forced to punt. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff in where you used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped. And that's where
That
the
drop.
offense
He
is
just
set.
dropped it. Oh my goodness.
Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Cantrell. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on the defense.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They made the stop. Pick up just a little bit at a time.
God, keep getting out in that area over there.
Defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Handoff from the gun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
In that 4th down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but The defense just beat him up front.
UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. There, he ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get it together so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive.
Conservative.
Ooh, lordy.
Try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that second.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The DBs will back off a bit. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here.
Good half, man. Good half.
Halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments.
No.
We're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that double coverage.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Kelly. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Herd! They take the lead with the 6.
No, you're not Heisman work right now. Celebration.
That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, the score
I need
is
a
now
defensive
21-14.
Heisman. Give me a defensive
Lining
Heisman.
up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made.
Gee.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
I need you there faster, please. You need to be there faster. You were there, but I need you faster.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. A quick pass to the left, looking for the first down. And he's knocked down.
What are you afraid of? Get there.
Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Thank you.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Getting some heat.
Throw it away. I'm trying to throw it away.
Tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Get it out
Go
on the
for.
screen.
What are you doing?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. UCONN going back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in them. Maybe get the ground game going, rub around it a little bit with this system.
Great job contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what he did.
Got his man quick.
It was going there.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Hand off from the shotgun.
Nope.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
3rd and short. I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense
That's a
was
flag.
ready, got the big stop, forces the 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down.
Hate that freaking RPO.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pulls
defenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up third and five, than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's going to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Goodness.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all
Right? Finally. Who are you telling?
Weren't able to get
They've been
on that play because of the pressure it affected
stacking this man up.
That's why the ball falls incomplete.
UConn will have to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Works for him. Why can't work for me?
To lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what
You
you're
stop
supposed
messing
to do.
around.
As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. We went nowhere after the catch.
You had the lead, run for the win.
To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Throw the ball.
Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Marshall will be forced to punt. And it'll be down right there. The UConn offense goes back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this rhythm.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This offense has a second down play.
11. God, get there. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never get hurt.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Oh, let's try that.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of down.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up.
What play did I pick? What was y'all doing?
What a weapon this guy is.
I didn't pick that play at all.
Not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the jet motion. And there was nowhere to go. He stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Keeps the play going. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Please don't fake it. Thank you.
It's good.
Because you scored.
Score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal. You're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back? Or can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to
He's loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
I'll tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short running situations. You say, go get me a first down.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
It does.
Stop him short of the marker, and they'll
I should have kicked the field goal.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
UCONN going back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip was a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that pass intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little
You telling me?
push as they
We
try to
needed
force
that.
them to this 2-game slide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good. They have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up 14 over Duke. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UConn offense goes back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that
Number 8, whoever that kid is.
go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Find him. Make sure he doesn't get the ball.
Coming up. He's looking to
Dude,
throw.
he's right there.
Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense flying on
Cover him myself.
He's gonna
Thank you.
pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
No more catches for number 8.
Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of the accolade.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues.
Oh, well, maybe one more catch for number 8.
And they are finding man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10.
I number 8.
He's looking to throw it.
Thank you.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way.
He's so fast.
The 40. He's at the 20.
I always figured out these games like way too late, but luckily this one didn't murder me too bad.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What a knack.
And he makes the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UConn going back to work.
By number 8. There he
Not
is.
a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that are working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to the quick film session.
Where's number 8? There he is.
When you look at this week you got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
There's number 8. He's over there.
Come out throwing on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
When they take a shot down the field, it's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows.
Flip this. Yeah, double number 8.
That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the
Dude.
ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the
I know, he
pedal
was
for
tired.
offense. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive.
Well, that's a miss.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. Here comes the offense on first down.
Double number 8.
He'll start this drive.
He'll come to us.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Finally a sack.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they want to
GG's,
prove
Scabba Dot.
this team is good.
GG's, brother.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming from.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good game, good game. Those seconds, stay tuned. Another one back to back. Another league coming up shortly.